Welcome, treasure hunters and curious coin collectors, to Penny Myths and Millions. Today, we're tackling a rumor that has caused more hopeful pocket change searches than almost any other: the idea that your humble 1969 US 1-cent coin could be worth an absolute fortune. We're talking millions of dollars. You've probably seen the headlines, heard the whispers online, or maybe even dug through your own collection with a magnifying glass, hoping you've stumbled upon a hidden gem. Can a coin that, in 1969, was minted in the billions at the Denver Mint, truly hold a secret path to untold wealth? Well, buckle up, because we're about to dive deep into the truth behind this highly tempting rumor. We'll explore why this particular penny isn't likely to be your lottery ticket, what actual rare pennies look like, and how easily misinformation can spread in the digital age. Let's separate numismatic fact from sensationalized fiction. First, let's get acquainted with our star, the 1969 Lincoln cent. It features Abraham Lincoln's classic portrait on the obverse, and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, with the D Mint mark beneath the date, indicating it was struck at the Denver Mint. Now, for the cold, hard facts from the U.S. Mint. In 1969, the Denver Mint alone produced an astonishing 4,002,832,201 cent coins for general circulation. Yes, you heard that right, over 4 billion. When a coin is produced in such astronomical numbers, it is, by definition, extremely common. So, if you pull a regular 1969 penny out of your change, its value is, well, 1 cent. Perhaps a few cents more if it's in absolutely pristine, uncirculated condition, but certainly not enough to buy you a coffee, let alone a yacht. In fact, most 1969 pennies are worth slightly more than face value just for their copper content. So, where does this millions rumor come from? Like many coin myths, it stems from a crucial misunderstanding, often confusing it with an entirely different, incredibly rare error coin from the same year, but a different mint, or mistaking it for genuinely valuable ancient pennies. When we talk about million-dollar pennies in the US, we are talking about coins that are in an entirely different league. These are numismatic legends, often with dramatic backstories of accidental minting or extreme rarity. The 1943 bronze, or copper, cent. During World War II, pennies were supposed to be made of steel due to copper shortages. However, a handful of 1943 cents, from Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, were accidentally struck on bronze planchets left over from 1942. These are among the most famous and valuable error coins. A 1943 bronze cent is known from only one authenticated example and sold privately for $3.3 million in 2010. The 1943 Philadelphia bronze cent has also sold for $1.7 million. 1943 bronze cent, up to $3.30 million. The 1944 steel cent, conversely, in 1944, pennies were supposed to be made of bronze again. But a few steel planchets from 1943 were accidentally fed into the presses. These 1944 steel cents are also incredibly rare and valuable, with some selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars. 1944 steel cent, hundreds of thousands. The 1909 SVDB Lincoln cent, while not millions, this is a very famous and valuable keydate penny. It was the first year of the Lincoln cent, and the San Francisco mint mark, D, combined with the designer's initials, VDB, on the reverse make it highly sought after. Only 484,000 were minted. A top-grade example can fetch over $100,000, with some reaching over $1 million for the absolute finest proof examples. 1909 SVDB, over $100,000, finest proofs over $1M, the 1955 double-die obverse Lincoln cent. This is a classic and very recognizable error. The date and Liberty on the obverse are clearly doubled. These were famously discovered in circulation. A top-grade example can sell for tens of thousands of dollars. You see the pattern? These are coins with unique stories, extreme low mintages for that specific variety, or very obvious, authenticated minting errors. They are not billions of coins found commonly in circulation. So, if the 1969 isn't worth millions, why the widespread confusion? This is where the story gets really interesting. There is a 1969 penny worth millions, but it's the 1969 S double die obverse. This incredibly rare error coin was struck at the San Francisco Mint. Look for the S mint mark, not the D for Denver, which is common. It exhibits a dramatic doubling of the date, 1969, and the word liberty on the obverse. This doubling is so pronounced that it's often visible to the naked eye, even on circulated examples. The story of the 1969 S double die obverse is legendary. When these coins were first discovered, the U.S. Secret Service actually confiscated some of them, believing them to be counterfeits due to the extreme doubling. They even destroyed a few genuine examples before numismatists confirmed their authenticity as legitimate mint errors. This government intervention inadvertently made the surviving genuine examples even rarer. It's believed that only around 50 to 100 genuine examples of the 1969 S double die obverse exist today. Their extreme rarity, combined with the dramatic backstory and the clear, unmistakable nature of the error, makes them one of the most sought-after modern error coins. A top-grade example of the 1969 S double die obverse has sold for as much as $126,500 in 2008, with some experts placing its current estimated value in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, possibly over $1 million for a truly perfect, gem-quality example. This is the penny that fueled the millions myth.so. The crucial distinction is the mint mark D and the dramatic doubling on the obverse. If your 1969 penny has a D mint mark and no obvious, clear doubling, it's just a regular penny.so. If the 1969 D penny isn't your golden ticket, what should you be looking for in your change or when exploring coin collecting? The principles for finding truly valuable coins are consistent. Low mintage figures. Coins with very low production numbers for circulation are inherently rarer. Genuine minting errors. Look for clear, unmistakable errors from the minting process, not just minor dings or wear mules. A coin struck with dies not intended to be paired together. Double dies. Clear doubling of lettering or dates. Like the 1969 SDDO. Off-center strikes, where the design is noticeably misaligned. Wrong planchet/composition. Coin struck on the wrong metal blank, like the 1943 bronze or 1944 steel pennies. Key dates and varieties. Some years or specific varieties within a series are simply known to be rare and valuable. Exceptional condition. Even a relatively common coin can fetch a premium if it's in absolutely flawless, mint state, condition. Especially older coins that rarely survive in such quality. Historical significance. Coins tied to major historical events or unique circumstances can become highly collectible. Always cross-reference any suspicious findings with reputable numismatic sources, official mint websites, and established auction house records. Be very wary of sensational claims on social media or unverified online listings without concrete, expert-backed evidence. If it sounds too good to be true, it almost always is. So, while your common 1969 US 1 cent is almost certainly not going to make you a millionaire, don't dismiss the humble penny entirely. Collecting coins is a fantastic hobby. Each coin tells a story, a small, tangible piece of a nation's history in your hand, and who knows, maybe one day you will stumble upon a genuine rarity, perhaps not a multi-million-dollar penny, but a valuable error, a scarce key date, or an ancient piece that connects you directly to centuries past. The real treasure is often the thrill of the discovery and the joy of the hunt, even if it's just finding a well-preserved piece of your own history. So, go forth, check your change, and remember, while the 1969 D might not buy you a mansion, it's still a neat piece of American currency from over 50 years ago. Thanks for joining Penny Myths and Millions. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more coin adventures, and let us know in the comments, what's the rarest coin you've ever found? Happy hunting!